Are you feeling overwhelmed when you prepare for holidays or vacations or an event? Whether it's tension headaches, stress hives, or even digestive drama like diarrhea or constipation, stress can wreak havoc on your body, and I mean fast. You're not alone, and we've all been there, myself included. So if you've got conditions like eczema or acid reflux, it can feel even worse during those times. So today we're going to be decoding stress signals your body's sending, and I'm going to share science-backed solutions to help you feel your best so you can actually enjoy those times. So stick around. This might just be the stress relief you've been looking for. I guarantee it. So here's what we're going to cover today. First, I want to break down how stress impacts your body, from stress hormones like cortisol to symptoms like stomach pain, chest tightness, hair loss. And then I want to explore why stress flares up conditions like IBS or eczema. And then finally, what I'm going to share is stress relief tools that you will be able to do in real time, including tips to get you out of that fight or flight, whether it's exercises, supplements, whether it's mental exercises, physical exercises, or a supplement, something as simple as magnesium or something as complex as something else. The bottom line is there are going to be quick fixes that you can do in real time. So where I want to start first is how stress impacts the body, because when we know why we're doing something and it's in context, we're more apt to follow through. So I will give you a real simple example. If I'm told, hey, drink 8 glasses of water, I hear that all the time. Drink 8 glasses, fine, let me get it in. But if it's to help a certain condition and I know why I'm doing it and how it will help my body, you bet I'm going to count those number of glasses. I might space them at a certain time during the day because it helps certain things more. So the first thing we're going to start with is how stress impacts your body. So what's actually happening when your body goes under stress? It all starts with our brain's alarm system. So when our brain perceives a threat, whether it's real, like a car accident, or even perceived, like a looming deadline or holiday chaos, what happens is it flips a switch in your sympathetic nervous system. It triggers that fight or flight response. And things like cortisol and adrenaline are activated. We have these adrenal glands, right? And they're like walnuts that sit on top of our kidneys. And they pump out adrenaline, they boost our heart rate and our cortisol, right? The stress hormone, to keep us alert, focused. And that sounds helpful, right? In the short term, it is. But if cortisol stays high, let's say I go from one looming deadline to another project, to then a list of the holiday chaos, and then I get a phone call that triggers that fight or flight or discomfort again. When cortisol stays high, it can mess up everything from your digestion to your skin to weight gain and more. So here's some examples. One would be stress-related eczema. Now that can be extreme, whether it's on your hands or other areas. It can flare up because cortisol weakens your skin's natural barrier, making it more prone to inflammation. How else can this show up? You might notice tension headaches, right? A tightening of your neck, of your shoulders, or chest pain where muscles stay clenched, like in that fight or flight. You might sense yourself breathing from your shoulders, right? Just looking in a mirror and watching. If you're breathing and your shoulders are going up and down versus your stomach in and out, you're in fight or flight. High cortisol can also disrupt your gut, right? Which can lead to diarrhea, constipation, or even stomach pain. And yes, can literally tie your stomach in knots, right? Look, you're not alone. This happens all the time. So here's another example. For women, stress can delay your cycle by disrupting the balance of your reproductive hormones. And let's not forget stress and hair loss. This happens when cortisol interrupts the hair growth cycle and also affects our thyroid health. You know, these symptoms aren't random, you guys. They're our body's way of waving a big red flag saying slow down. And I know from one overachiever to another, you're thinking, if I get XYZ done, then I can rest. But by doing all of this at the expense of your health and your cortisol staying high, you will lose the ability to enjoy your holiday season, and it isn't worth it. So now if you're already dealing with conditions like acid reflux, IBS, or autoimmune issues like eczema, stress doesn't just knock on the door, it kicks it wide open. And now I'm going to explain why. So what I'd like you to do is if you're dealing with any of these symptoms, this is why they're happening, and then I'm going to talk to you about what to do about it. So let's talk about digestion or acid reflux. You know what happens? Our stress increases stomach acid. Yes, it increases stomach acid production and weakens the lower esophageal sphincter, which can lead to heartburn and acid reflux. So it's easy to say, hey, I know it's the holidays, I know it's vacation, overindulgence during the holidays or vacation, that doesn't help either. We'll eat rich, sugary, or fatty foods, we'll drink more alcohol. But these quick indulgences can derail your enjoyment that night, the next day, and beyond. And then we're breeding guilt and remorse, and we're less able to enjoy ourselves in the moment, and it's not worth it. So we're going to talk about things to prevent them, so when you do indulge, even a little, you don't get your symptoms. Let's talk about digestive disorders. So if you have IBS, stress can exacerbate symptoms like anxious diarrhea or painful constipation by altering your gut-brain axis. So what happens? Cortisol reduces blood flow to your digestive system, making things even worse. So interruptions to go to the bathroom and having it looming over your head in your mind while trying to enjoy a celebration, it's not worth it. Autoimmune conditions. You know, conditions like eczema thrive on stress. So when our immune system is under pressure, inflammation spikes, which is why your skin might itch or flare up after a stressful day. And the discomfort and preoccupation of this gut-skin axis reaction is not worth your time and attention. These flare-ups are our body's way of saying, pay attention. This is the way your body is trying to have a relationship with you and speak to you. So don't look at it as an annoyance. Look at it as your body trying to tell you, pay attention, slow down. And that's what we're going to go to next. When your body's speaking to you in these ways, come back to it with some compassion. And we're going to go over now some quick practical ways and steps for you to be able to pay attention to your body, bring that fight or flight down, that sympathetic nervous system, back down to a parasympathetic rest and digest. And these are going to be so quick, you're not going to be able to say, no, I don't have time. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to thank me. You're going to watch this again. And you're going to be able to enjoy your parties, your vacations, your celebrations without digestive discomfort, without being in pain or preoccupied with digestive or elimination issues or skin breakouts, and you're not going to gain as much weight either. So let's talk about the last part, practical stress relief tools. And what I love about this is the good stuff. So how can you calm your body and get some relief from all of these symptoms in real time? Here are my top science-backed tools. First, let's balance your nervous system. To shift from fight or flight, we need to activate the parasympathetic or rest and digest nervous system. Guess how we might do that when it's not the healthiest for us? We might grab for carbs. We might grab for potato chips. We might grab for that bagel. We might grab for that croissant. We might grab for that muffin. We might grab for those cookies. We might grab for those French fries, because guess what that does? That increases serotonin, gets us out of that fight or flight and into that rest and digest mode. So First thing we're going to do is a breathing exercise. So I want you to just take that deep breath. And there are two. The first one is called the psychological sigh. I love this one. You might even check out, I'll put the link below. Now, supporting your gut and skin. Your gut plays a huge role in how your body handles stress. So it's easy to say avoid sugary treats because they're going to feed bad bacteria. But what I want you to do is crowd out the temptation for sugary sweets by not getting hungry. And what you're going to do is make sure that you're opting for organic protein, turkey, chicken, fish, that you're baking those sweet potatoes to have at lunch or at night, those organic sweet potatoes, and then also opting when you go to the grocery store, getting that frozen organic broccoli, getting that baby spinach, and sauteing, steaming, or grilling things like zucchini. When you crowd out and make sure you have healthy food's not dieting. People go, oh, I'm on a diet. No, you're just eating healthy food. You can even go to the store, any grocery store, they're going to have pre-made things. Choosing something, even if it's not organic, something healthy is better than not choosing at all. So choose to support your gut and skin by crowding out. Don't skip meals. Choose healthy foods. And guess what? You're going to be able to avoid the cravings for those sugary sweets even more. You know, for things like, again, gut and skin, hydration is key, right? When you're craving something, I'm not saying don't have it. I'm saying drink 8 to 12 ounces of water first. Just go there first, maybe even 16, and then say, I'm going to drink this, and then I'm going to let myself have that treat. 10 to 1, you're not going to be as hungry for it. Another way to prevent cravings and inflammation, remember, inflammation is the root of all chronic dis-ease, is making sure you have something for leaky gut like Soul GI Integrity. Right there, you're going to be able to support gut health, get rid of leaky gut, and reduce inflammation, and you'll reduce cravings as well. Another way to be able to relax in real time is using magnesium, right? Magnesium is a superstar mineral for stress and anxiety, but it's using the correct magnesium. There are so many different magnesiums: magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, magnesium stearate, magnesium glycinate, magnesium bisglycinate chelate. There are a lot of different ones. What I would suggest here is using something called reacted magnesium, which is highly bioavailable. Again, for the Soul GI Integrity and for the reacted magnesium, I will put the links below. Lastly, mindful movement, gentle restorative yoga. That's easier said than done, right? I can say, oh yeah, do yoga. Who has time to go for a class? Or do Tai Chi. Who has time to learn Tai Chi or Qigong? What I'd love you to do is look up on YouTube stress relief or muscle tension stretching. Stretching to ease muscle tightness. Beginner level. Do that. These are simple tools to help you manage stress before you spiral out of control, before you're in constant fight or flight, that you start to get symptoms, and before you start to keep the weight on. The key is consistency. Just a few minutes a day can make a huge difference. So set your timer to mix a supplement in water and breathe. All right, so let's wrap this up. Stress is unavoidable, but it doesn't have to control your life. By understanding what your body's saying to you and your body's stress signals, whether it's a stress headache, stomach pain, or an eczema flare-up, you can take action to feel better, faster, in real time now. So if you're ready to take control of your stress, I want you to visit solarsoulhealth.com. You're going to find supplements, stress quizzes, and even a free 15-minute consult to help you personalize your plan if you'd like to take it a step farther. Be connected to loved ones and enjoy these celebrations. It's time to take action so you can live the life you desire. So join me, join this revolution. Take control of your health. You've got this.